Alright, we are in geometry. Today's date is May 9th, 2019. I don't want to have to talk over you guys. Say again?
It doesn't have a step. Am I supposed to turn it back?
No, L is being negative.
A step?
I'm just giving you solid advice.
Do I turn it back into the box?
No, the quiz is yours.
Okay.
This is no. So I was trying to choose my character, and I was like, "What do you guys think? Should I be
Warrior.
a mage?"
Warrior.
Yeah. No.
You should be a warrior.
No, I know. Let me finish. So.
I'm trying to do notes right now. Go fast.
So then I was like, "What do you guys think I should be?" They're like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, like mage doesn't really.
You're not going fast enough. Okay.
Doesn't really suit you because like you don't do your work at all. So like you're good for nothing."
You didn't say that.
They didn't say that.
Yeah, they did. So
I actually listened. They didn't say that.
So then like.
Alright, and we're going through the notes. So, why is this called factored form?
I want to go back because I saw it factor.
Colby can turn in his card. You can also pass out the cards. Thank you, Colby. Hey, we're gaining marbles back again. Colby gets some XP. Leo, stop.
I didn't get nervous.
Say again?
I didn't get nervous.
You have to find them. That's your responsibility. Alright, if there's an extra thing of notes, please hold it in the air.
Leo started the whole.
All the marbles back. Don't really look at the chat.
You kept it going. You did? You.
Yeah, remember you were like,
Who also kept it going?
Oh yeah.
Bobby?
This is the second time I started.
Dude, but you started. You're like, marbles back.
Is anyone gonna die? No. Okay. What am I gonna do it for? Alright, thank you, Oscar, for just you have to show the line, right? So there's the line.
I think we should all just die.
Yeah, I'm so down.
I'm down.
Alright, so this is how you graph factored form. Everyone needs to be quiet while I'm doing the notes, please. So, factored form. The cool thing about factored form is it's really easy to find x-intercepts. Quiet raise hand. How do you find x-intercepts? Chewy, Hood.
Oh,
Yeah, Aurelio.
you set the x to 0.
You do set something to 0, it's not the x. Try again.
Just put 0 equals 1/3 parentheses x plus 6 and then x in the parentheses.
Thank you, Aurelio. And is your character set up? Can I give you... Okay, I can't give you XP quite yet. Alright, yeah, and then from there...
That was not me. That's his name.
I don't like it though.
I have video proof of him calling me names. Can I show you that?
No, Jane, just stop. Alright, so from here, I'm going to use the zero product property to do what? Quiet raised hand. Martine, Hood.
That's what I'm trying to do.
You're just trying to get that done. Okay. Quiet raised hand, what do I do next?
The ketchup stain actually came off with the Tide pen.
That is not what I'm looking for, but it's interesting, Oscar. Okay, what do I do next? India.
You want to divide both sides by the x that's by itself.
Okay, so tell me what to write.
You're going to write, it's just going to equal 0 because x is divided. X is a prime number and number divided by 0 is 0.
So tell me exactly what to write.
The second x,
This second x right here.
I divided it by 0
Wait, why are you dividing by 0?
to get it away so there's only one x left.
So are you trying to divide both sides by x right now, or divide by
That
0?
doesn't work, does it?
So I just want to use the zero product property. So if this could be 0, then I set this to... So I set both of them equal to 0. So x plus 6 equals 0, and x is equal to 0. I'm just setting each of these to 0 using the zero product property. All right, thank you, India.
Factor form, that's going to give you the 2x intercepts, then you don't need to find the y. Right?
The y-intercept?
Because, like, you would put there's a point at 0 and then at -6.
Yes?
So those are your two, like, side points of the parabola, and then you just need to find the vertex, right?
Yes.
Or they,
You still need to find the vertex. This is just finding the x-intercepts. All right, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. I get x equals -6. I'm not going to box those because those aren't my final answer. I'm going to graph both of these on the x-axis. So, -6. You okay, Oscar?
I'll take that one.
-6 and 0. I'm graphing both of these x-intercepts. Bless you. All right, so from here, I'm going to do what? I did not.
Whoa, can I tell you the middle point?
Sure, what is the middle point? So what I'm going to do, and this is something that the Algebra 1 students have been doing and they're teaching me, they say that they make a line here at Aurelio's -3. That line represents the x-coordinate. They don't know what the height is, but they already draw their axis of symmetry.
I got you, bro. You just plug in like -5 and x. Plug it in. Then you solve it in there. And then
So,
and then you're chilling. And you're good.
so Aurelio has the general procedure. He was just getting his numbers a little bit mixed up. So now that I have the x-coordinate of the vertex, again, if I need to find this directly, there is a shortcut. What's up, Leo?
Raise your hand.
It is going to be a smiley face, not a rainbow in this case, because it's a positive 1/3. But what do I do with this middle, or sorry, before I do that, how do I find that middle coordinate using pure math, not just by eyeballing it, just in case it's a hard number? Because the test will have a hard number. So tell us, Ellery.
You plug in the two values of x.
Plug
So
into,
you'll have 0 equals 1/3, -6 plus 6. Maybe?
Oh wait.
so after you find the x-intercepts, what do I do with these numbers in order to find the center?
Oh, you do like,
Plug in -3.
you add them and then divide by 2.
Add them and divide by 2. Thank you, Ellery. So if you need to do it algebraically, the x-coordinate of the vertex, write it down. This is going to be on the test. I'm trying to give you a freebie on the test. This is on the text. Number 9. I'll even tell you what number it is on the test. On the test, number 9, the vertex, you will need this formula. x1 plus x2 divided by 2. I'm adding these two x-coordinates. Because it came out to a nice number, you could have just eyeballed it. On the test, I make it a really nasty number, like 2.5 or something like that.
Why did you do that?
Because I want to test you guys. It's a test. So from there, I'm going to plug in -6 plus 0 divided by 2. That's going to be -6 divided by 2, which is -3. And that is exactly what Aurelio eyeballed. It was -3.
See? Oh. So you eyeball it.
You can just eyeball it in most cases, but if you do need to find it algebraically, there it is. All right. Aurelio, please stop talking. Next, what do I do? Plug it in. Thank you, Beverly. Next time we should be going for a quiet raise hand, but I did not ask for it. So I'm going to plug it in. This -3, this -3, they get plugged in to those x-coordinates. Chewy. Please stop.
Marble?
You want to know where the line is?
Come on, I was just laughing.
Next, 3 marbles. 1, 2, 3. Jaden, why do you?
What?
Yeah,
Please don't falsely accuse me, Mr. Sindel.
Can everybody just be quiet?
I agree. Can everyone please be quiet?
Start there.
All right, I'm plugging in -3.
What? I should not have lost HP for the last one. You took it anyways.
Fine. All right, next question. How do I plug in how do I plug in this -3?
Into X.
Is there a quiet raised
I
hand?
was raising my hand.
That was a quiet raised hand.
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yes, India. There's a quiet raised hand over there.
Plug in -3 to both of the x's.
All right. Please stop.
That was a quiet raised hand. I didn't say anything.
Ooh, all right. So, please read it off for us. India, please read it off for us.
It's gonna be f of x equals 1/3 in parentheses -3 plus 6 end of parentheses certain parentheses -3 end of parentheses.
Thank you, India. And now we're getting a marble back. That's the wrong way. I'm so used to taking out marbles, I'm just taking them out. Sorry about that, India. Yeah, question, Aurelio.
May I go to the restroom?
Can you wait until after the lesson?
What's
I
asking
actually kind of have to
you?
go.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait until after the lesson. All right, so from there, India has it plugged in for us. Now I need to simplify. Quiet raised hand. Can someone please simplify? Beverly.
It would be f of x equals 1/3. Parentheses -3. Or you can do just 6 if you want to skip
Yeah, do you want to simplify all of this? What is positive 3 times negative 3?
6.
3 times 3 is...
Oh, 9.
So the answer here that I'm looking for is times negative 9 or positive 9?
Positive. No. Negative.
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 Negative 9. Thank you, Beverly. All right, another marble. Cool. From here, another person to simplify one more step. What is 1/3 of negative 9? Only one person knows. 2 people know what 1/3 of negative 9 is. Oscar.
What?
You're going like this.
Oh, it's -3.
Thank you. Negative 3. So that means that the height that I'm looking for is negative 3. So this negative 3, I love drawing arrows in my notes. I've been doing it more and more lately. This negative 3 means I have a height of negative 3, and then I'm done. I just need to sketch the graph, and it does need to be slightly curvy down here. It shouldn't be pointy like an absolute value function.
Uzi, can you take my card?
All right, let's go to vertex form. Are there any questions on factored form before we go to vertex form? All right, vertex form. This guy is one of the hardest questions I can ever ask you to graph. So from here, vertex form, quiet raised hand, what is the easiest to find in vertex form?
Ooh, I got you.
Oh yeah, is there Leo?
Y-intercept.
It's not quite the y-intercept. Y-intercept would be really good for standard form. X-intercept is... You eventually got it. Vertex. So we're going to find the vertex. Thank you, Leo.
Dude, did you raise your hand?
I'm not talking to you. Are you trying to play the game master?
Oh my god. The what?
Mr. Sandel, remember that?
Leo, you got a point.
Yes.
Thank you, Leo.
You can't play the game master.
Oh, and by the way, Leo, the reason that Aurelius switched over to Classcraft and you have this option, I need to know by the end of the period, is if you want to have a note card for the final, you need to be in Classcraft. So I need to know by the end of the day. Because the whole idea is Classcraft, you get powers. Class Dojo, you just get points.
Yeah, I guess I'll switch then.
All right, so by the end of class, I'll have you switched.
And next year we'll go back to that. Yeah, next period I'll be
So, is there a quiet raised hand? What is the vertex?
It's the 2 points, right?
One day we'll learn, Aurelio.
Oh, I was just asking you a question. I didn't say the answer.
I'm looking for a quiet raised hand. I'm not going to take it. Oh, yes, there's a quiet raised hand now, Aurelio. Yes. You're really, really
positive
close.
6 and negative.
Good job. You remember from last time. Yes.
Now can I go to the bathroom?
No, you have to wait until the end of the lesson.
Yeah.
Aurelio, you got some XP because you did a quiet raised hand.
Wait, can I exchange it for HP? No.
You don't want HP. You have a ton of HP already.
Dude, I lost 30.
You need to level up, man.
Just call me dude. Huh?
The vertex, class, the vertex is at 6, -3. So if I come over to 6, -3, make your point for the vertex. That's 6, -3. And I'll even do an arrow saying, hey, this 6, -3 is right there. Whenever you find the vertex, from now on, just to make it easier on us, Sheree, please get off your phone. Whenever you find the vertex, do a vertical line through that vertex. Do a vertical line through that vertex to let you know that that is the vertex. A lot of errors are thinking that this vertex is a point that's not the vertex. So if we draw a line, it's obviously through the vertex. All right. Question?
I just have something to say.
Okay.
I think we do much better in the mornings because we're tired instead of coming to class.
I agree.
Just want to let you know.
Yeah, I had the choice between now, next period, or the period after that, so I chose now. I thought it would be the best for you guys.
Is it okay if I can go to the bathroom?
Nope, you have to wait till the end of the period. All right, so what is my next step? Quiet raised hand.
You don't really need to go.
You know, you can go to an emergency.
What?
Jaden,
I apologize.
thank you for apologizing.
Cool, just kill me anyway.
Cheyenne, I'm gonna stop blocking. I'm gonna let him take the damage.
Why? What? That's not your
She's about to die. I'm not gonna let her block if she's about to die.
Yeah, I just healed you.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting him know that, India. All right, so India, what is my next step?
You want to find the x-intercept.
All right, the x-intercept. So you can find the x-intercept. Will that come out nice? It will actually come out nice, yeah. How do I find, wait. It's actually going to be a square root of a 6. So x-intercept, you can find it. It's just not going to help us in this case.
Then you're going to want to...
Just find another point,
You're going
right?
to want to use the negative b with the 2a. I think that's what
Mr. Sindel.
So that'll find the x-coordinate of the vertex, but we already found the vertex. Just choose an x. Choose an x to plug in. We just chose... So choose a number that's really close to 6.
I'm sorry, 6.
So choose a number that's close to 6.
5.
Ignore the bell.
5,
Ignore the
7,
bell.
4.
Quiet raised hand. What number should I plug in? India, it's still your choice. If you want to call on someone, you can, or you can do it. All right, we're going to plug in 8.
Oh. Wait, Mr. Sindel.
Yes,
I thought we were all on one team.
we are.
It's not showing everybody.
Is it not?
No, because I don't see. Maybe.
Oh, Aurelio's not on that team.
Is anybody else that are healer?
Let me put Aurelio on the team.
If someone can give me mana, I can heal people.
If somebody can get
Everyone is in one giant team for the review.
Who else has the wizards?
All right, so I'm going to plug in 8. India, can you read out what to write out?
Gx equals 1/2 parentheses 8 minus 6 parentheses square minus 3.
Perfect. Thank you, India. I'm going to come back to the class view. India. And 50 XP marble for India. All right, so from here, I'm going to do some simplification. I'm going to do that for us because otherwise we're going to run out of time. 8 minus 6 is 2. So g of x is equal to 1/2 2 squared minus 3. 8 minus 6 is 2. I think we can all nod our heads. We learned that in kindergarten or whenever. So next, I'm going to do 2 squared. Well, 2 squared is 4. So now I'm going to say g of x is equal to 1/2 of 4 minus 3. 2 squared turned into a 4. Hopefully we all know that 2 times 2 is equal to 4. I see a lot of head nods. That's good. Well, now I have to do g of x. Well, what's 1/2 of 4? That's 2. 2 minus 3. And then finally, I get my g of x is equal to -1, which means when I plug in 8, I'm kind of doing another dotted line right here through 8. Where is my height? My height is -1. So I'm going to draw an arrow here saying this -1 went right here. I need another quiet raised hand. What's another point on this parabola using the axis of symmetry? I'm going to give it to someone that hasn't participated yet. Beverly's our backup. You have your card. No. Someone that has not participated. You participated. Beverly's participated. I should have your cards. You participated. Someone that has not participated. Use the axis of symmetry. Tell me what another point is. Brian. 4 -1. Thank you. So what Brian did is he counted 1, 2, and then he counted another 1, 2 to get 4, -1. And then we make a parabola. Thank you, Brian. Nope, we're not done. All right. Are there questions about vertex form?
No.
There's one thing that's kind of interesting that I thought would happen. I thought India would have chose 7. If you choose 7, it won't work.
That's why Mr. Sindel, that's why it took so long to choose a number.
7 won't work. You want to do some really quick mental math to show you why it doesn't work?
No, teacher.
Hey, that's not nice.
All right, standard form. Let's find the vertex. This was the formula that India was giving last time. I know India knows it. Does someone else know it? How do I find the x-coordinate of the vertex? I'll say we're talking about the x-coordinate here. The formula to find the vertex. Beverly. Negative b over 2a. Thank you, Beverly. Getting that XP every day. All right, so from here, I'm going to plug in. Tell me what to plug in. What is A? What is B? Quiet, raise hand. What is A? What is B? Beverly's ready to go again. I'm waiting for more people. What is A? What is B? Yikes, only 2 people know. I'll give you a hint. These numbers are going to be A, B, or C. Which one is A? Which one is B? Caroline, yeah.
So 2 is B, and negative 1/5 is A.
Negative 1/5 is, all right, A under here. All right, perfect. So I'll plug those in for us. So negative, negative 2, so equals to negative, negative 2. So Caroline told us negative 2 is B, so I'm plugging in negative 2, and then A is negative 1/5, so I still have a 2 times this negative 1/5. Thank you, Caroline. So from there, I need to simplify. Bless you. I can simplify the top by making it a positive 2. So this is now equal to a positive 2. The bottom I can simplify as well. 2 times negative 1/5 is the same thing as 2 over 1 times negative 1/5. And you multiply the tops, multiply the bottoms. Multiply the tops, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And 1 times 5 is 5. I'm just reducing this fraction. All right, I need some help on this one. How do I simplify? I have a fraction divided by a fraction. Ellery?
Keep it, change it, flip it. So I've got 2 over 1 times 5 over negative 2.
Thank you. Yeah, keep it, change it, flip it. Thank you, Ellery. From there, I'm going to get 10 on the top, negative 2 on the bottom. Of course, you could have cross-canceled, but I'm going to do it the long way. 10 over negative 2, and 10 over negative 2 is negative 5. So, quiet raised hand, what did we just find? What did we just find? Quiet raised hand. Negative 5 is Colby. There it is. So what am I going to make, Colby? A line at which coordinate? Negative 5. All right, so everyone make a line at negative 5. Somewhere over there, our vertex is going to exist. At negative 5. We don't know what the height is. It's somewhere on that line. That is the axis of symmetry. Thank you, Colby. All right, now what? What is my next step? India. Exactly, so we're finding the y-coordinate of the vertex, and India told us to plug in that negative 5. Can you do that for us, India? There it is. Yeah, that negative 5 got plugged in here, and that negative 5 got plugged in down here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit so that people can see. All right. Thank you, India. One volunteer to simplify into one number. I haven't heard from Martine, Jaden, or Chewy yet today either. How do I simplify? Can someone do it for me? Beverly, go.
You do the negative 5 squared, which is 25. And then you have the 1/5. And then plus 10. Minus 3.
Perfect. So this 1/5 is times the 25. Perfect. And go ahead and do the next step.
And then it's going to be negative 5 plus 10 minus 3.
What is 10 minus 3?
7.
Perfect. Our final answer is indeed 2. That was the y-coordinate of the vertex. So again, we have this axis of symmetry. Beverly's telling us go to a height of 2. All right, because it's in standard form, we have a very, very easy point, Chewy. Don't throw things. Okay. From there, what is my next point that is very easy? What is my easy point? I see 3 hands. Yeah, Aurelio. It is -3 where? On the x-axis or the y-axis? On the x-axis right here? You're really close, but no. On the y-axis, exactly. Because this -3 right here is my y-intercept. Label it. This is our y-intercept. Thank you, Aurelio. You wanted HP? I can go fix that later. All right. The last thing that I can do before I sketch, I need to find another point using the axis of symmetry. Again, this is going to go to someone that has not participated yet today. Using the axis. Question?
Where did you get that point? That blue one,
-3, Aurelio said that -3 right here was the y-intercept, and he put it on the y-intercept. Martine, yeah, go for it. Right here? You're really, really close, but look at this line. This line is the axis of symmetry.
Oh.
So try again. There it is, -10 and +3. Or sorry, -3, yeah. Not yet. Aurelio's first in line. All right, and then we sketch the graph.
Rainbow.
It is indeed a rainbow. All right, ask me questions now.
Wait, Mrs. Hill, did you guys just choose a random value to be 8 on the vertex form? You just pick a value? Or
Pick a value. If it doesn't work, try again. Yep. Good question. Any other questions?
Can I go?
All right, write your summaries. After Aurelio finishes his summary, he will be able to go to the bathroom. What was new? What was things that you forgot? Did you remember the formula x is equal to -b divided by 2a? Did you remember this formula that says x1 plus x2 divided by 2? What did you forget? Did you forget how to find the vertex from vertex form? Anything that you feel like you are not confident about, put that in your summary.